It is very usual that in a conversation we mention some of our past habits or past events, things that happen to us, either to prove a point of what we are saying or just simply as a way of reviving some special or even difficult moments. I believe that all of you here know how to use the simple past structure, the one that you simply use the verb in the past tense, like even though it was very cold, I played football last night. And I also assume you were comfortable using the present perfect to talk about past events as well, the one that you have to add have or has plus the participle form of the verbs. For example, I have studied English at that school. The structures are fairly simple, but every now and then I come across people who use them incorrectly. Shall we check what you may or may not be doing right? Just to summarize it quickly here. For simple past tenses like I went to the cinema yesterday or I didn't have a chance to speak to her last time we met, etc., the time when it happened is key to be mentioned, like yesterday, last time, 2 weeks ago, last year. On the other hand, when it comes to present perfect, let's say, I have lived in London for 5 years, or I have completed the form, etc., the moment that the situation happened is not really relevant, as the big focus here is in the action, the situation, and not the time it happened. Have you seen the new movie by Steven Spielberg? I have. Unbelievable. I saw it yesterday. I did not have the chance to see it any time before. Here, as you can see, in the first two sentences, the time was not important at all. But when speaker A wanted to point out that he only had the chance to see the movie yesterday, then the time frame became the focus of the conversation and simple past was used. Now, the situation I most see people making mistakes is when they are talking about some habits that they had in the past. For example, I played football when I was a child. Grammatically, this is not incorrect. You are talking about the past. You are making the time frame clear when I was a child. However, it sounds like you've played football once in your life and that's it. So how to go with this then? You have two options here. You can add a frequency adverb to your sentence, like you could say, I always played football when I was a child, or you could use the structure used to refer to past habits. I used to play football when I was a kid. With this sentence, you are making it clear that you played football for a good while when you were a child, not only once, but you don't play it anymore. I used to have lunch at my grandma's house every Sunday when she was alive. Now that she's no longer between us, I don't go there as often. She used to walk to work until she bought a car. You can also ask questions, but note that the structure changes just a little bit. The question would go, where did you used to live before moving here? Now, it is important to know that used to refer to past habits, past events that no longer occur. You cannot say, I used to play tennis twice a week as something that I do nowadays. This is incorrect. For present habits, you could use adverbs of frequency like, I usually play tennis twice a week, for example. You could also use I am used to playing tennis twice a week, but this is a topic for another video. Let's go back to past habits. There is one more way of referring to past habits, and the magic word is would. Yes, would plus an infinitive verb is used to refer to past habits, but not past situations. What? Let's see it carefully. My dad would often read to me when I was a young girl. This is a habit, reading. Now, if I say, I would have a bike, no, that doesn't work because this is a situation. So you would have to say, I used to have a bike. To simplify, do not use stative verbs like have, showing possession, be, like, live, think as of expressing opinions, understand, know. Do not use them with would to refer to the past because they do not mean habits but situations. All of these verbs would have to go with the used to structure. I used to like pizza, but nowadays I don't seem to like it anymore. Does that make sense? Practice time. Leave here in the comment box a habit you had for a long time and you absolutely loved it, but for some reason you do not do it anymore. I don't know, something you would easily get back to doing all over again if you had the chance, if you had the opportunity. Here is my sentence for you. My father would always play the guitar for me so I could sing. Now that we live so far from each other, we don't do it anymore. Tell me about you. What was it you would do a lot and don't do it anymore? I'm looking forward to reading about your memories. Thanks for being with me one more time, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye!